Yeah. So
And,
this could have happened because you have leaders who promote, like dialogue, peace, and support each other. And in Indonesia, leader to leader, from Suharto, President Habibie, I know you give credit to President Habibie, the late President Habibie, Gus Dur, Ibu Mega, President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, and now Jokowi. So how would you describe the leaders of Indonesia who could have just ignored East Timor, but in fact we don't?
Yeah. There is one thing that I believe Indonesian leaders appreciated on our side. At the time, during the conflict in '99 and soon after, there is a lot of pressure in Washington, D.C., in the U.S. Congress, in some European capitals, in the UN, to establish a special international tribunal on the violence of '99. Timor-Leste said no, the Shanana said no, I said no. And for different reasons we said no. Indonesia just coming out of a dictatorship. Democracy is always fragile in a post-conflict situation like this. Indonesia in the end was also a victim of the Cold War. We oppose a special tribunal, an international tribunal. And then we worked together with Indonesia to set up Truth and Friendship Commission. We went together to Washington. I went with Hassan Uriuda and the DEPLU delegation to the State Department, to the Congress. We went together to talk to Kofi Annan, Secretary General in New York, to tell of our preferred initiative, and that was Truth and Friendship. Talk about the truth of events of '99 and move on. That was the basic philosophy of it.
Yeah.
And Indonesia realized that they are actually dealing with people with a sense of a state, of responsibility, and without anger and resentment. So they reciprocate.
Let's move on.
Yes, exactly.
Despite all the conflict that we had for about 2 decades.
Yeah.
Mr. President, I'd also like to ask you, during your visit in Indonesia, you managed to, meet with the 2 largest Muslim organizations, Nahdlatul Ulama and Muhammadiyah. What is the importance, having meeting with 2 largest Muslim organizations to you, the country who's the largest Catholic population? So, what's the importance?
Well, because of our knowledge about Indonesia. Indonesia is one of the most tolerant, embracing, inclusive countries in the world, in part, a great part, thanks to these 2 organizations, Nahdlatul Ulama and Muhammadiyah. And for this reason, working with some friends, like Mulia Lubis, at the time ambassador in Oslo, he flew all the way from Oslo to Delhi for 24 hours to sit down with me to discuss the nomination of the 2 organizations for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay.
And so I did that, and this second time, and we do again, because sometimes it can happen in 1 year. One nomination, you win outright. Sometimes take 2, 3, 5 years. Jimmy Carter took 20 years before he got the Nobel Peace Prize.
How long does it take for you?
Well, I never knew I was nominated by anyone. For me, it was a total surprise, and I never cared, really, because I was focused on Timor achieving independence.
So why would you care for Nahdlatul Ulama and Muhammadiyah then?
Well, because now I know, and I have a greater sense of regional peace and security. At that time, I was narrowly focused on self-determination. Of course, I already understood regional, international issues, but for me personally, I didn't care. I did care, the Nobel Peace Prize for the Church of Timor-Leste, yes, but not for me. And the Nobel Committee doesn't like lobbying. Lobbying is entirely counterproductive. They don't like pressure. and they cannot allow it, because if they allow lobby, allow pressure, the whole Nobel process becomes chaotic. So I made a submission once, twice. I will continue to do. I also did for the UNESCO Peace Prize, which is also very prestigious. And I'm going to do for 2023 the humanitarian, the Human Fraternity Declaration Award, because I always mix up because there are so many such international awards. So the one that was created in Abu Dhabi in 2019, following a visit by His Holiness Papa Francisco, and the meeting with Emirate leaders. That was the first time the Pope visited the Arabian Peninsula. He went there at that time to attend a Religions for Peace conference. And together with the Grand Imam of Cairo, Al-Azhar, they drafted this declaration on human fraternity. Yeah. And they created the award, Human Fraternity Award.
So basically there's two messages that you just conveyed to Nahdlatul Ulama and Muhammadiyah about the Nobel Peace Prize, and also fraternity.
Yeah.